welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Liz and this is Simply Homeschool. Today I'm going to be walking you guys through the organization of the first grade Abeka curriculum. I will be ripping up the books and organizing it for the year, so if you'd like to stick around and see how I do that, that would be awesome. Stay tuned. So this is the setup of what I'm going to be using to do the organization video. So first off, you're going to need your video manual, the spelling and poetry, the language, seat work text, your writing with phonics cursive. We're going to do the art projects, the letters and sounds. This is the seat work text, and then also the tests, your arithmetic work text, and also the test, and then the Bible Friends activity book. So what I'm going to start with is the video manual. So that is the last of the books to rip. So now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to start pulling out the tests. So here are the tests. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken the worksheets and separated them from the test. So I'm going to stick the test here and I'm going to stick the worksheets here, and then I'm going to move on. Okay, so this is the spelling. So here is the worksheets. Okay, so let's skip through the worksheets and then we're going to get to the poetry. So I'm going to separate the poetry out. Okay, and this is going to go in a separate pile because this I'm going to be putting in a binder for her. So this is homework, but what I did, I'm not sure what you guys are going to do, but what I did was she just wrote these during class. Like she'd finish spelling poetry and then she'd do all of her seat work. So when she did the regular seat work, I would have her also fill one of these out. Now this is filled out, I believe, on every Thursday. Now that is only if you start school on Monday and you work 5 days, so Monday through Friday. Then this would fall on a Tuesday, or I'm sorry, a Thursday. So what I would have her do is I would have her write her spelling words on Thursday on this list in cursive. Okay, so she'd write the front and the back in cursive. And then I would have her get index cards or flashcards, and she would write each word in print. Okay, so that is on Thursday. And then Friday through Wednesday, I would have her get a writing tablet paper, which is, the writing tablet paper is this. Okay, so I would have her then write her spelling words here, and I would have her write in print and in cursive. So print, cursive, print, cursive, print, cursive, like that, okay? And then I would have her write the lesson number on the bottom of the page. I used to have her write it on this side of the page on the bottom right, so I would know what lesson this went with. So that is what I had my daughter do. I feel like it really helped her. And then we would do flashcards every single day. So this is going to actually just be put inside my niece's folder for the day, because I'm pretty sure that my sister is going to do it the same way that I did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this with spelling seat work, okay? So seat work goes, I'm gonna just keep that with this so that there's no confusion. Oops. Seat work is here. Okay, so don't mind the bunnies, they're drinking water. Okay, so Bible friends, this is all seat work. There is no test or anything, so this will go with this stack. Same thing with art projects. This is actual seat work, that will go there. Our arithmetic tests will go here. I'm gonna move these over now that we have space. Okay, so now we have our tests here, our seat work here, and then this is actually going to be in a different binder. This is also seat work. Seat work. Here's more tests. Here's more seat work, and then this is going to go in a separate binder. So that is how I'm going to do that. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, I'm gonna put the test aside. Okay. And then language, let's see. Is there any cheat sheets in here? No, but at the back of the book, you'll see these little, I don't know, little, what are they? Like little certificate type things or awards. We cut these out, laminate them, and then we give them to them if they've been good. So I'm gonna take this out and put it with my video manual because I'm gonna need that. So let's start a new stack, guys. Okay, so letters and sounds. Let's see if there's anything in the back that's extra. Nope. Okay, so letters and sounds is just normal seat work. Arithmetic. Here is supplemental work. And then again, this you're gonna use throughout the year to do their heights and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just keep it intact now, but we will be putting that either in her binder with like her extra stuff, cheat sheets and things, or we'll put it in with the manual. I'm not sure yet. But this will actually go in her little cheat sheet book manual type thing. So this, nothing's in there, nothing's in there. We've already gone through this. And let's see what's in here. This will go in her cheat sheet. I thought they came with a slanting paper. She probably still has one from last year. No, I wonder if that's in our tablet. Again, there's a cursive formation guide. Huh. Oh, you know where the slant is? It's in the video manual. Yeah, okay. But see, they have cursive on one side and then they have print on the other. So you can always put that in there also. I can't see my phone, like it's down at my screen, so I have no idea where we're at in the screen, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna start organizing. I'm gonna do the test first. So we will start. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go by lesson, okay? So I am just going to group all of these together by lesson. This I'm going to keep because it's grading information on how to grade, so I'll staple this for my sister so she has it. We don't need this, but we can always use this as blank paper. So there is the arithmetic, and then we have the letters and sounds, same thing, administering test, we'll keep this aside. And then a couple blank pages. Oh, they're still in the book, so we'll just leave them in there. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start organizing these. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay guys, so this is lesson 13, this is lesson 14. So if you're doing 5 days a week and you're starting school on a Monday and you're working Monday through Friday, the 13th lesson will fall on a Wednesday. So this would be Wednesday, and then I see here lessons 14 and 15. So this would be your speed drills for lesson 14, which would be Thursday, and then 15th would be Friday. And then you have your phonics test on lesson 14, so this would also be on a Thursday, okay? And then looking at this one, it shows lesson 17, so this would be the next week. So this would actually be on Tuesday, okay, of the 3rd week. Let me show you guys something too. Don't mind my scribbling, okay, but I figured I did this little graph just so it's easy for me to read. Not a graph, but like this little cheat sheet for me. So lesson 1 through 5 is week 1, 6 through 10 is week 2, 11 through 15 is week 3, and it goes all the way up to lesson 166 through 170, which is week 34. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this just to base what lesson I'm on, just so I'm not going back and forth counting to figure out what, you know, lesson 33 falls under, which would be week 7. So this is super easy to make, and I would do it before you start organizing because it makes it so much easier. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on the side here. You cannot see it in the screen, but it is right next to me just in case I need it. Okay, so this is going to start on 5/10. So this is going to start week 3. Okay, I'm going to stick it up here at the top of the test just so that I can organize them. And what I'll do is I'll go back and forth. I'll stack it like this, you know, like this, just so that it's easy once I do go to file. Another thing I wanted to tell you, now you do not have to put speed drills in with your file folders for tests. I just like to do it because they are timed, and I just feel like it's more of a test than seat work because you kind of have to administer it. So that's why it's in with our test. But if you are accredited, they do not grade the speed drills on the progress reports or report cards, only the actual tests. Okay, so moving on. So lesson 16, and this is 18, so this is going to fall under the next week, and this is 19, and this is 17. So I'm going to actually put this in order. Okay, so we know that that lesson 16 through 20 through 19 is going to be week 4. Okay, so again, I'm going to stick this the opposite way on top of the last week's, and I'm going to move on. So it literally is each sheet is every week, okay? You're gonna have your speed drill, your arithmetic, your phonics, and then your writing, okay? And then that's gonna be the next week. So now I'm just gonna go for it. Your test numbers are not going to be in order, okay? So these two will test 17 for your arithmetic and your phonics, but your writing is always going to be a test behind, so do not get confused. And then again, you just have this because it's 91 through 95 because they give you 4, okay? So you're gonna have 4 speed drills, and then your actual test is going to be on your off day. So here is 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. Okay. Here are the tests separated into weeks. Okay, so when I get to the file folders, I will be able to just throw them in there, super easy. So that is done. Now I'm going to grab, now this is going to get a little more tricky. I'm going to actually do these first. I'm gonna put these together for the weeks, and then that way it's easier when we add them into the other subjects. So again, this is when this little cheat sheet is going to come in super handy. Okay, so 19 and 23. Let's just make sure that we have those in order, and we do not. So this is going to be week 4 and this is going to be week 5. So this is week 4. Okay, so then let's look 24 and 23. This is definitely the same week, so we're going to just start matching them up this way. Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to actually switch these because this lesson is before this lesson. So 23 and 24 is going to be, 23 and 24 is week 5. Okay, let's just, yep. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing that I was doing. Okay, with the writing, okay, do you see the creative writing here? Am I in the screen? Yes. Okay, so we're looking for lesson 110. And here is 110. So I am going to take this one and I'm going to stick it with the 110, okay? And I'm going to put it that way. Okay, and then now we're doing 120. And I am going to put it like that. 130. 130. And then 170 is your last lesson. And you're going to put this with that, okay? So we do not need these or this. So I'm going to put it up there. I am stacking these next to that. And then these are in order. The Bible Friends is not just once a week, okay? So it is going to be, let's see here, so lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here is the first week, okay? Now what you're gonna do is on Friday, which is lesson 5, the kids are going to put, or your kid is going to put this. Once they finish lesson 5, they're going to keep this in their folder, or however you're going to do it, okay? but they're gonna keep it in their folder because on Monday, lesson 6 is on the back of lesson 5, okay? So do not get confused with that, okay? So we're gonna start separating per week, just like we have, okay? So 8, 10, 8 to 10, okay, is week. So that week we only have front and back, okay? So 13, 14, 15. Again, if you're not sure and you want to double check, 11 to 15 is week 3. Arithmetic is super easy because you're going to have one sheet per lesson because you do front and back. Okay, so literally you're going to need 5 sheets per week. So this one will be super easy. We have letters and sounds. This, I want to say, is lesson 1 is one day, lesson 2 is another. Yep, okay. Or one page. Okay, so it always has, so this is 5, right? So it always has the back side going into the next week, so don't get confused. Okay. So week 1, and then it's gonna go. See how week 1 has lesson 6, but that they just have to keep in their folder for the next week. Okay, so this will go to 10. Okay, so same thing. 1 lesson a day, okay? So 3 and 2. So next, this is last, is our art projects. Now these don't have, I'm gonna keep this for my sister. These do not have oh, they do. Look at that. See, 1st grade, and I'm hoping that 2nd grade is the same with the lessons on all of the books and all of the pages. With 6th grade, oh my gosh, guys, lessons were only in 3 of the books. They had so many books, and I had to go back and forth through the daily guides. So 6th grade organization, I may be doing a little bit different next year, but it took a lot of time, but probably a few hours. I had to split it up between a few days just because of my kids, and so yeah, but it'll be so worth it when my sister goes to do the school. Everything is in 1 or 2 file folders and completely ready. Okay, so we are just gonna do the same thing, guys. We're gonna make sure to grab so there's 1 art project per week, and it's usually on a Tuesday. Okay, so let me think. Yes, Tuesdays, but you could do them whenever you like, you know, you don't have to do them on Tuesdays. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, so do you guys see all of the paper stacks around? And then we have my file folders for my nieces here. So week 1, this is going to be, I wonder if she wants the purple. Let me see. Okay, so the teal is going to be just everyday seat work. and then the purple is going to be her her test folder. Okay, so it goes week 1 all the way through to 34. Okay, 2 file folders each. And we just color coded them so it would be super easy. So what I'm going to start with first is I will do the test first, and I'm literally just going to grab the right stacks. So remember, the test does not start until lesson 13. So lesson 13 would be right here, so week 3. Okay, so that's where we're starting this from. 13, 14, 13, 14, and then speed drill, okay? So we said week 3, so we're gonna go to week 3 here, put it in the purple, okay? Then we're just gonna go back to week 4, and 16 through 20 is week 4. So now I'm just gonna start working my way down my stack. Here's the cursive. We're just going to do the weekly lessons. So 5 sheets. It's a sheet per day. Here it's not, so just make sure you're paying attention because it changes. 12, 14, 15. This is what I have going on. So I have the letters and sounds. I have the, this is arithmetic, art, cursive, language, Bible, and then spelling. And what I'm gonna do is I'm literally gonna grab the first section off this. I'm gonna grab the first section off this. I'm gonna grab the first section off this, 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 and this. Okay. Nope, I'm not doing this yet because this doesn't start until lesson 19 or 29. Okay, but everything else starts at the beginning. Okay, so here is the stack for week 1. Okay, so this is Monday through Friday's work. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick it in the turquoise folder for week 1. Okay, gonna do it again. Okay, so you can't see everything, but it's all here. So this is week 3. Okay, so best way to check if you're on the right lesson, you go into your test. See speed drill, it gives you a gap, so 16 to 20 are the lessons. So you just want to double check on your, if you do that every few. So starting here again, it's lesson 17, so that's in that folder. Lesson 16, lesson 20, lesson 17, lesson 17, 16, and then this actually goes in there now, so this is 19. Okay, so just double check sometimes, you know, every few. forgot to mention to you guys, so with spelling, if you go to the homework page, see it says homework. If you cut these out, okay, they're on each one for homework. If you cut the top portion out, you could put it in their cheat sheet binder. You can put it on one of the metal rings around here. I laminated them and I put a little ring around here, so when my daughter got to a new list, she would literally just flip the list over and start the new list. So that's what I would do personally. So yeah, just a little pointer, just in case you guys want to do something like that. Bam! Now I'm going to go into the seat work. Here, let's see if I can pull this up a little. I'm going to move my crate. And then I'm going to separate these. Okay, so lesson 1. So there's lesson 1. There's lesson 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, you guys can't see it, but here's lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have 5 off to the side. Now don't forget, with lesson 2, some of the lessons are on the back sides. See? So this will be in stack lesson 1. So don't get confused, okay? So now we are going to put this in lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3. Oh, look at that. It has like ink all over it. 3, and then 5. And it's skipping only because it's on the back, okay? So lesson 2 is Tuesdays. Okay, so I'm going to use my paper clips. I don't need those huge ones. Where's all my baby ones? Okay, so now I'm just going to paper clip them. And I'm gonna each see how I do it, like at the top. And then the next set I'll do a little bit further down, just so that it's not bunched in the file folder, because that could be annoying. And then I'll just keep going down a little bit on each little packet. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like. See how it doesn't bulge in one specific spot. So, and then this I take and I put it back in the folder, and now it is ready to be organized in the binders. Alright you guys, thanks so much for checking out my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you are alerted anytime I have a new upload. I will be uploading the organization video for the daily binders or folders for our kids. So if you'd like to check that out, that would be awesome. Thanks for sticking around guys. I appreciate it, and be blessed always.